Legends of love with him, but the looks of the night of mirrors. Shame begets shame, and lies beget lies. And the realm of humanity disappears from the rise and all I know is we need a better word for love. Where are you at, Franklin? You wanna clap? Swaggers, the Venus, blue flame, nice clapping. Alright, now I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Something about sin. Represent the essence of its core. The rest of us such endless space shifting diamonds on the shore. Poets and philosophers through the ages found a key, locked in some nameless basement that remains a mystery. And all I know is we need a better word for love. All I know is we need a better word for love. Alright, you can clap again. Nice work. See, where I come from, people have listened to too much Prairie Home Companion and they don't know how to clap. Here's a song about missing somebody. Hours without you. Time seems to stand still. How in hell did we get through? Do you measure it by sunsets? Do you measure it by miles? Do you measure it by laughter? Do you measure it like a child? Doesn't matter how you measure. Without you, it's always long. Sits at the table, nursing a drink. For him, she's always waiting. He's got other plans that don't involve her. Meanwhile, he's unsure. Do you measure it by sunsets? Do you measure it by miles? Do you measure it by laughter? Do you measure it like a child? Doesn't matter how you measure. Without you, it's always alone. Messing with your head, making crushes, mindset.
Erica and Gordon for inviting me into their house. And I want to thank all of you for coming. This is sort of a maiden voyage for me. I've never done house concerts before, so this is wonderful, and I appreciate you all coming. I have somewhat lengthy songwriting history. I've been doing this for almost 25 years now. So I've got songs that I can't remember. Gordon reminded me of that tonight when he sang a couple of my songs better than I did. So we've got a surprise for you later. But this is one of the oldest songs that I wrote. And I kind of started as a songwriter that wrote kind of heart on the sleeve love songs, and this is one of those. As I've gone on, I think my songs have become a little different than that, but this was a song called Those Things Are Hers.
Here we are, finally alone now, it's just you and me, and the memories of her, please don't go, though I know that you're angry, maybe we can kill these ghosts with another glass of wine. There's the glass that she pressed to her lips nightly. When you look, you can't see a lipstick trace. There's the dress that you wore so tightly. When you look in the mirror, you can't see her standing there. Those things were hers. The ring and the glass and the bed that you found. It's me dragging out the past like she wasn't gone. And it's a curse to live in the shadow of a memory that just keeps hanging on. There's the ring that once held us together. She wants it back. So I'm sending it next week. There's the coat of brown and dirty leather. She doesn't really need it. This is one day right east. Those things are hers. The ring and the glass and the bed that you found. And I got nerve. It's me dragging out the past like she wasn't gone. And it's a curse to live in the shadow of a memory that just keeps hanging on. There's the lamp that she turned off every night when she came to bed, and she held me in her arms. There's the door that she walked through daily, and the place that I last saw her when she walked out on me. Those things are hers. Just keeps hanging on. neighbors. The Jack Dempsey minstrel show, the boat builders parade. It's brain dead simple like lemonade. Intimate murders, lollipop, hidden clergy. Standing in the middle of the road, firing squad loads. Make a circle, shoot to kill. You don't hit your mark, the traffic will. Like watermelon, but it wets my ears. Singing, baby, love's in Let's drink a toast to the flowers and Los Alamos. Clocked by coffee grounds, awoken by the sounds, plumbing the depths of the burial grounds. Pick up artists make fast and furious plans. In the middle of the road, firing squad loads. Make a circle, shoot to kill. If you don't hit your mark, traffic will. Back in my cell, things are going well. There's an angel that just fell in your Sunday best. Don't mess with the hornet's nest.
So I'm working on a new record. I didn't write songs for a couple of years. Some of you may or may not know that I lost a son, my only son, almost 3 years ago to suicide. And he suffered from mental illness, profound mental illness, depression. And I think he may have been sort of misdiagnosed and had kind of schizophrenic, paranoid thoughts towards the very end. But he was a brilliant artist and a beautiful human being. And after his death, I kind of stopped playing music. There wasn't much I could do. It was such a profound, epic experience, you know. Destroyed his sisters for a while, and I didn't know how I was going to get through it in terms of grief. And I couldn't write any music. Everything felt really trite. But last summer, I started writing some music that I feel does him some justice, his struggle, my own struggle with the grief process, and that's what this song is about grief. It's called Take It As It Comes.
Set the house to the fire. I don't recall where it started. Set the glacier to the sea. I'll be your set the bullseye to the rifle. You can't catch me. road, I'll be your martyr. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Can't get out of this space. Said the voice to the tongue, don't forget me. Said the blossom to the tree, I'll be your mother. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Can't get out of this space. I should take another fool to a bed. I invite some mercy. Run like hell from the things you don't understand. Set the floor to the shoe. Don't hurt me. Said one lover to another, I'll be your martyr. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Can't get out. Can't get out of this space.
Thank you. And now I'd like to bring Gordon up to sing with me. I bet you can do it.
This could be a disaster.
I don't think it's going to be a disaster. He knows this song better than I do. So.
My voice is about 2 octaves lower than it normally is, so we'll see how this goes.
Where are you tonight? Where are you tonight? In the shadows or in the light, puzzling. Message in braille can't make heads or tails. Why are we here? Message in braille can't make heads or tails. Lying in jail, battered and pale, we're taken out of our sails. Where did we go wrong? Try the piano. What is love? Is it something you can make? Does it bend? Does it break? Does it ache? Message in braille can't make heads or tails.
I think Sophie knows this song, so I'm going to play this for Sophie. In honor of American Horror, I started watching it. I wrote a song about freak shows a number of years ago, and one of the lead characters in this show is a lobster boy. I'm like, you should use my song to talk about the lobster. But before I play the song, I just want to say I'm not in this song. It was a song that I wrote in recollection of those freak shows at the fair that we would go to as kids that finally stopped in about the 80s. But I always remember how disturbing and sad they were. And I always made the connection between the fact that I had a brother with Down syndrome and disabilities, and the fact that we were displaying people with disabilities for so long as an oddity, is something that we could define ourselves against, and I'm glad that's over. Anyway, Sophie, with that, I'm going to play this for you.
Saw the abominable snowman at the fair. Connie says he's from Nepal. Take a look if you're there. Scabs on his club feet, smell of fish and chips in the air. Alone in his trailer, people come and pay to stare. For a couple dollars, you can see the freaks at the fair.
recorded this song a half step down.
Where have all the freaks gone? You don't see them at the fair. His mind sounds found a cure. Oh, they are locked up somewhere. I saw the abominable snowman at the fair. He says he's from Nepal. Take a look if you dare. Freaks out at the fair. Freaks out at the fair.
Thank you, Gordon. That was awesome. Very fun. So I have a band called the Honey Dogs. That's sort of my primary muse. But I also, last year, put a record out with a group called And the Professors, and it's kind of an orchestral record. So I'm going to play a couple of songs from that. And this is a song that I wrote as a love song about a woman, and it turned into sort of an homage to the state of Minnesota. And it's called Le Toit du Nord, which is our state motto. It means the Star of the North. But I talk in the song about a lot of the beautiful things about Minnesota, and then I talk about some of the not so beautiful things in Minnesota. It's a warts and all kind of song.
She was the star of the North. Elle étoile du Nord. She was a wolf, she was an icy road. Her flesh was the rarest morel. She whinnied like a loon. She was pregnant with history. A lady slipper on a limestone riverbank. She cried, greatest river of joy, Mississippi. Springtime, she was a blooming prairie, lush fields, verdant valleys, sweltering sun, insecticide a name. When she bore her young, the fields gave fruit. In the fall, she shed her bright clothes. The blue winds from the four corners. She cried, greatest river of joy, Mississippi. When she laid down, she covered us for months in a blanket of snow. Then we cursed her name, yeah, we cursed her name, but we never moved south. She watched 38 hung in Mankato, one in Duluth, and she cried 10,000 lakes of tears. She watched thousands of her children go off to die in wars so far away. She cried the greatest river of woe, Mississippi. She cried the greatest river of woe, Mississippi. She was the star of the North. Elle étoile, étoile de Nord.
some really old songs. You heard one of them before. This is one called Bad Day, Good Night. I'm not going to be offended if you get up to go get some brie, because that looks really good. Nor am I going to be offended if you need to go to the restroom. This next song is probably one of the easiest songs I ever wrote. It was about my grandmother, who was from St. Paul. Her name was Miriam Levy, and she was a very big social activist in the 40s and 50s. Early civil rights stuff. She helped get Jewish refugees resettled in the United States, and worked with people who suffered from mental illness early on as an advocate. And she was a huge influence on my life in terms of my politics, and I'd like to say the direction of my life, but I will say with the caveat that she did not like the fact I was a musician. And I started out as I was going to be a college professor, but I decided to be a musician. And I regret that sometimes. I sing this song for my grandmother just because all of it's true, and she had a huge impact on me, and I hope wherever she is, she may hear this song. And her name was Miriam.
The house is gone, are you? Your husband died in '92. Your family spread out, you were the glue. Things divided, the center's falling through. You taught me well, you said goodbye. That blue coat, the gray wool pants, those things you bought, I never gave a chance. That outfit, you swore would open every single door. You taught me love, said goodbye. Was burned 23, a black barber's yard down your street. That you should be afraid. Your father said that cross was burned for you and me. Sneeze in my head, taught me well, said goodbye. On your bed, 93, I held your hand, look at me, couldn't speak, all that morphine, your last days spent in dreams, so hot, said goodbye.
Do you have time for a couple of more?
Shittle fields and the Bowery Gardens, piles of clothes, shoes and hats, piles of clothes, shoes and glasses, left this world nude without a sound. They found the men, women and children, like pulling wings off butterflies. And if the work got finished early, they're home to children and their wives. How could a conscience so deny it? Was it a pillow or a cage? truth denied from the millions that pass through cattle car doors. Fireborn bird someday will rise. How could a conscience so deny it? Was it a pillow or a cage? Watching filled with rage. La, 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 the arc is long, but our memory's short. Judgment Day seems so far away. Their souls were free from hellish pyres, from lovely children to ash and snow. How could a conscience so deny it? Was it a pillow or a cage? Okay, I swear this is the last sad song I'm going to play. This is probably going to be the title of my record, my solo record. And when my son died, his mom and I tried to figure out where are we going to put his ashes, and she remembered the last time she really saw him smiling and happy. And that was on a little beach in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, in a little town called Weiss. So we made the trek 500 miles from Minneapolis to meet his mother in New York, and his sisters and me and his stepmom and his mother cast his ashes off into Lake Michigan. And this is that song, which is a sad song, but it feels good to sing it. And it's called Weiss. Driving 500 miles to meet your mother, and you in a bag on the shores of Weiss. Your sisters are broken, your two mothers frozen. Only 6 months have passed since you've chosen to end the blows of an unbearable world. Now you'll be a pearl and not a world. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'll bid you adieu only if we must. A backwards baptism in Lake Michigan. Cradle my baby on his deathbed. Sleep, my beautiful son, in the was your bones. It was all the spirit in the fiery furnace couldn't erase. We would place, and I've been waiting. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I bid you adieu, only if we must. Backwards baptism in Lake Michigan. Cradle my baby on his deathbed. Sleep, my beautiful summer in the shadows of on the next day, we shed tears of jade as the radio played. Niagara's cascade, never's fading. We went through the things and I slept in your bed. Wore your clothes, your specter shone from the grave. And I've been waiting. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I bid you adieu, only if we must. Backwards baptism in Lake Michigan. Cradle my baby on his deathbed. Sleep, my beautiful son, in the shadows of
Thank you. How about I play one more and we can chat and eat brie and stuff? I want to thank my friend Franklin, who's joined me on the road and tolerated all of my quirks and so forth. But he's done the lion's share of driving and he's teaching me a lot. I'm not even sure the last one to play. How about 10,000 Years? This is a somewhat hopeful song that maybe all of these foreign wars we get ourselves into will someday come to an end.
doesn't look like one of our planes, boys. Got past all my detection. Devils with a small infection. Brother 33 in Night Tel Aviv, DC. Back to the Stone Age, where he used the plague. Ticket tape comes down, buying robots in every town. Melting their toys down for the war ever. All the kids standing in line to the best. Give 'em a piece, say goodnight to the last 10,000 years. Can you hear the cold blowing down hell's doors? Ooh, give 'em a piece, say goodnight to the last 10,000 years. Please wake me up when it's over. New republics issued guns to everyone when they found out the invasion stretched all across Asia. Well, Brother 33's fifth column ratted out high. We're bringing you wireless live, the hanging of another spy. Ticket tape comes down, buying more bonds in every town. Melting their toys down for the war ever. All the kids standing in line to enlist. Come on, please, say goodnight to the last 10,000 years. Can you hear the cold blowing down
Thank you all for coming.
So I just want to thank everybody for coming and really thank Adam for doing this really special thing. I've had real luck to see you live a couple of times, but never in my house. Couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, Ruby's not here, is she? She's retired. I was going to play a kid's song, but... well, let's see. All right, I'm going to play a song from the last Honey Dogs record. This is called Aubin, and it's about a woman that I developed an internet friendship with, not sexual. It was purely professional, and it was all about music. She had this horrible anxiety disorder, could not perform publicly, but oh, Ruby's here. Maybe I should sing this one. Okay, scrap what I just said. Play both. All right, well, I'll play this first one for Ruby so she can bail on this afterwards. I've got a kids group with my daughters called Bunny Clogs. Rhymes with honey dogs. And it's really fun. They're now 13 and 16, and it's been hard to keep them interested because they've been singing with me since they were Ruby's age. And they've been losing interest, but I just wrote a bunch of new songs, and now they're excited again. So we're going to put a record out. It's all about animals, and this song is called Beetle Mania.
Six legs, better than two. Eggs and skeletons, fly in the cool. From Japan to Pennsylvania, I've got a case of Beatlemania. All the kids love bugs. I once knew a fly named Paul. He had an aunt named John, Cricket cousins George and Ringo, with the Liverpool drawl. From Japan to Pennsylvania, I've got a case of Beatlemania. All the kids love bugs. They do all the heavy lifting, all of the garbage sifting. They dominated the earth from the beginning, at least back to 1962. From Japan to Pennsylvania,
the silly part of the show. So back to this song about this woman that I have an internet relationship with. She's a really good singer, and she just couldn't go out publicly, and so we spent about a year like exchanging songs and listening to things she does. She sung with a lot of famous people, and she sung under the name Craven Canary. And I got fascinated with this idea of like having this relationship that's a correspondence. It felt kind of old school or something. And she was just such an amazing singer, I thought I'd write a song about her. And so most of the metaphors in the song are bird related because she's the Craven Canary. Anyway, her name is Aubin.
Let's chat.